B-March Boxing back at it with another boxing video. You know, when you disrespect your elders, the world has a kind of energy that will come back to you and teach you a lesson. You're going to learn sooner than later, you know what I mean? Even if you ain't going to learn from the elders that you disrespect, the world going to teach you a lesson. The world's going to, it revolves on its axis, and you're going to get that judgment. And it looks like Anthony Joshua's faced that judgment, and now he just can't handle the truth, you know what I mean? I'm reading an article. Anthony Joshua, he disrespects the man Lennox Lewis. He even actually says, I don't respect Lennox Lewis. But worst of all, he called Lennox Lewis a clown. He called him a clown. Okay? I'm going to read you some quotes. Lennox, quote from Anthony Joshua, quote, Lennox is a clown. I don't respect Lennox. Me and Lennox are not the same. My legacy is to sit back and enjoy the younger generation coming up and not be involved, just to appreciate what it takes to get there. Lennox isn't like that. Me and Lennox are cut from a different cloth. End quote. Well, you know, he ain't never lied. Anthony Joshua ain't never lied when it came to him being cut from a different cloth than Lennox Lewis. You goddamn right, y'all cut from a different cloth. Are you high? Are you mad? What you mean? You ain't even had to say that. Even a blind man could see that. You know what I mean? Could feel the texture. You know what I'm saying? Probably give both of y'all a handshake. A blind man could give both of them a handshake. Lennox Lewis and Anthony Joshua say, yeah, I don't know about Slim right here. But this 6'5" guy, I could tell by his height. He cut from a different cloth, you know what I mean? Look, man, this guy Lennox Lewis been told Anthony Joshua he should go to America and fight over there in the States. What did Anthony Joshua say? Oh no, we're gonna do it here in England. I don't need to go to the United States. England is booming. England's popping. We want to do it right here. This fucking guy Anthony Joshua goes to the United States after all, after seeing the kind of reception Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder got for their pay-per-view fight. Anthony Joshua wanted to get some of them U.S. dollars. Sure enough, yeah, the English pound, the pound sterling is worth more than the U.S. dollar, but this is USA, Jack. Capitalism, you heard? This is a place where, yeah, you can make a lot of pounds in England. They cost more, you know, but at the end of the day, you can make way more money in the United States. You know what I mean? It's just the truth. You know what I mean? Love it or hate it, USA produces the most billionaires, most millionaires per capita. It's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when I be foreign, when I be on vacation, when I'm out the country, and I be exchanging US dollars for the local currency wherever I'm at, I be like, damn, man, I wish I had an English sterling pound, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm coming with mad US dollars. It ain't gonna hurt anyways, you know? Sure enough, them US dollars could be, yeah, and might not be as much as the English pound, but at the end of the day, it's all about who got the most guap, you know what I mean? And USA produces that. And the man Anthony Joshua finally came to USA. Didn't even attend Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. I don't know why. How the fuck you ain't gonna go scout and watch fights of guys that you possibly might fight next? Anyways, he comes to the USA. Long overdue. Tyson Fury been came to USA when he fought guys like what's that guy's name? USF's Cunningham. He ain't even have a title. He just wanted to, you know, break through in the American market. What's his name? Anthony Joshua comes over to USA with Eddie Hearn, talking about they're gonna conquer USA, but they fell flat on their face, on his knees, on his back. You know what I'm saying? The man Anthony Joshua was in all kind of compromising positions. You know what I'm saying? Fucking around with that with Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz beating the shit out of him. Now all of a sudden they want no more. They don't want parts of the USA. I don't believe none of that shit. Anthony Joshua was talking about. He wants to run it back in USA where he lost his belts and Eddie Hearn. All that bullshit people be saying. AJ wants to fight. It's Eddie Hearn who doesn't want it. I don't believe none of that, dogs. Last I remember, man, the promoter works for the fighter. The fighter calls the shots, especially a fighter who's carrying a promotional company like Matchroom. You know what I mean? Take Anthony Joshua off of Matchroom Boxing, man. Don't be surprised if they file for bankruptcy like SMS 50 Cents Productions Promotions. You know what I mean? Just like Canoli over there at Golden Boy. He holds a fort over there, but take him off of Golden Boy, man. What's his name? Oscar De La Hoya gonna be a full time permanent resident at the local rehab if you take Canoli off of Golden Boy. Same with Matchroom Boxing, you know what I mean? You check it. But for this guy to call Lennox Lewis a clown and say that he's cut from a different cloth, you fucking right, he cut from a different cloth. First, you know what I mean? For one, Anthony Lennox Lewis fought in way better competition, man. He fought Hall of Famers, man. He beat Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield, two of America's giants. And when he do it, he ain't cry. He ain't say, let's do it in England, let's do it in Canada, let's do it in Jamaica. No, they did it in USG, MSG, and Las Vegas, respectfully, and Memphis. That's where he fought Holyfield and Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Beat Ray Mercer, David Tua. Man, that man ain't never fought no David Tua type of fighter. You might say Povetkin is like David Tua. Yeah, and look at the trouble Povetkin was giving Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? Busted up his nose in like round one, round two, wobbled him all over the place, and before the first bell ended. You know what I mean? But saying they cut from a different cloth, yeah, man, y'all definitely cut from a different cloth. You can't carry the man Lennox Lewis jockstrap. That's just the truth, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Let me read some more quotes. Oh, man. What's some more quotes from this guy? Anthony Joshua says, quote, I became heavyweight champion. I unified the division twice. And now my goal is to become two-time heavyweight champion of the world. Once I achieve that, I could look at becoming undisputed champion. That undisputed stuff, it was right in front of me. But it was one of the biggest curses lingering over my head when I was a champion. What do you mean? You weren't even undisputed. How is it? Man, look, man, this guy, I heard that interview Anthony Joshua had with JD Sports or whatever you call it, and all I heard was excuses. I didn't even make a video about it because I was disgusted with the excuses he was giving on why he lost the fight. But to call Lennox Lewis a clown, it just shows how sensitive this guy is, you know what I mean? Look, man, you think Mike Tyson has ever embraced Deontay Wilder? Mike Tyson said Deontay Wilder ain't fought nobody. You ever heard Deontay Wilder fans crying, saying that the man Mike Tyson is jealous of Deontay Wilder? Man, Mike Tyson could never be jealous of Deontay Wilder. Are you high? Mike Tyson is an American icon, man. Mike Tyson is like Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson is a cultural icon. There's nothing Deontay Wilder could ever do to reach the status of the man Deontay Wilder. Sure enough, I remember a video with Deontay Wilder saying that Mike Tyson, he was kind of critiquing the guys he lost and saying that he lost every big fight. Let's be honest, man. Mike Tyson did lose every major fight. You know what I'm saying? When it came to the guy, I'm talking about like after he beat Michael Spinks, which is probably the best name on his resume. You know, I mean, he lost to Holyfield twice. Lost to Lennox Lewis. He was past his prime when he fought Lennox Lewis. But even if he was supposed to fight him in '96 when they were supposed to fight, man, the same results would have happened. You know what I mean? Maybe Mike. I don't know if Mike would have put a better effort. All I know is Lennox Lewis was just the dimensions, the style, and at the point where they were supposed to fight with Mike out of Tyson, Mike had no chance. but Mike Tyson being critical on Deontay Wilder has never made no bitch out of Wilder. All Wilder's been trying to do is prove himself to be the best heavyweight of his generation. You know what I mean? Whether Mike Tyson agrees or thinks that the man is a good fighter or has fought a bunch of nobodies, that's his opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'll never be mad at Mike Tyson for saying that. I'm not gonna call him a clown, and I better not hear Deontay Wilder calling Mike Tyson a clown. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But Lennox Lewis and Anthony Joshua, the way the English fans that I do hear on these YouTube channels, because I personally don't know any British people in real life. I don't talk to no British people on the streets, on the block, in my line of work. I only hear they boxing opinions on this YouTube shit. And some of them, man, the ones who are fully supporting AJ, they be disrespecting the man Lennox Lewis. You know what I mean? They act like Lennox Lewis shouldn't be critical, and they hate that the man is with PBC as far as a commentator on PBC. What the fuck? It's a job. It's just a job he's doing. The man can't work for PBC on Fox. So because he works with PBC on Fox, he should get hatred from the British fans and Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is the real clown to me. And I don't care how nobody feels about that, you know. Anthony Joshua is the biggest clown. Not even for him calling Lennox Lewis a clown. Man, you should go listen to that JD Sports interview. Listen to all the mistakes he was. I'm sorry, all the excuses he was making. Talking about he beats Anthony Joshua nine. I'm sorry, Andy Ruiz 9 out of 10 times. How the fuck do we know that you ain't beat him the first time and it wasn't? You just got dominated the first time y'all fought. So I don't believe that 9 out of 10 times. If y'all fight 10 times, you might beat him a couple times. But as of right now, if you're not a biased fan, Andy Ruiz beats Anthony Joshua more times than not. You know what I mean? But I'm real disgusted by these words from Anthony Joshua saying he don't respect the guy. Man, you can't even hold this man's jock strap. You know what I mean? You check it. Yes, Lennox Lewis got knocked out in 2 rounds by Oliver McCall. Vicious right hand right over his. His jab was right hand. Caught him flush, put him on the seat of his back pockets. 93. He got his belt back though, you know? He avenged his loss, you know what I mean? He avenged his loss and got his belt back. He lost to Rockman and he got his belt back, you know what I'm saying? We don't know if Anthony Joshua could do that, you know what I'm saying? We still yet to see, you know what I mean? But I know why Anthony Joshua calls the man a clown. It's because the man Anthony Joshua don't like to hear the truth that the man Lennox Lewis be spitting. Told the man he should go fight in USA. He was trying to say, nah, we gonna do it right here in England. Nah, we do it right here in England. You go to USA, you get your ass taxed. You get punished by Andy Ruiz. Now you wanna run over there to fucking Saudi Arabia. Man, if I'm Andy Ruiz, man, I'm not going to Saudi Arabia, dogs. And I'm just gonna say off the basis of man, these people are they inhumanity and all kind of injustices that happen to women in Saudi Arabia and just man Saudi Arabia is not no place to be going there for no boxing, man. You see this man Eddie Hearn probably got these Arabs in his pocket, you know what I mean? The man Anthony Joshua is a frequent traveler, vacationer to Dubai. I'm sure he's rubbed shoulders with these Saudis. Dubai and Saudi Arabia are not far from each other. They're in the same region, the Middle East. Rich oil money kind of people, you know what I mean? That's the worst place to have that fight. Don't do it, Anthony. I'm Andy Ruiz. Run that shit back in the United States, Jack. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Come back to the United States. If you're a real man, Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn, you know what I mean? He wasn't man enough to handle the lights, camera, action of the bright lights of Gotham City, New York City, 33rd Street. You wasn't ready for that Madison Square Garden type of action. Now you want to run to some sand dunes where people can't even enjoy an alcoholic beverage. Who the fuck wants to go to a fucking fight and not even be able to enjoy a brew? Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? I've been to millions of boxing fights, and I could just imagine most of them have been in D.C. I could imagine a fight card in the District of Columbia or wherever in the United States, and fellas ain't allowed to drink. People just gonna be sitting there like, well, this is church? It's church service? Shit, even in the Catholic Church, they could drink a little communal wine, you know what I'm saying? But they can't drink in the. Nah, dogs. Don't do it, man. You know, Saudi Arabia has a lot of injustices, equality, inequality. Look, man, the way these people treat Africans, especially African women, who that they trick and hire as domestic workers over there, that fuck around become sex slaves, that become labor slaves. If Andy Ruiz doesn't have this information, I'm gonna send him that info, dogs. I'm gonna send him that info on his Twitter. Don't do it, man. These people don't deserve to to see y'all fight. You know what I mean? You check it. These Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua, they'll sell their souls. You know, that's like actually like a promoter. You know what I'm saying? Like the man Bob Arum when he was trying to promoting those fights in the 80s in South Africa during apartheid South Africa. There's no difference. There's absolutely no difference. You know what I mean? There's absolutely no difference. You check it. That's like trying to promote a fight in a KKK type of state. You know what I mean? A KKK region in the United States because they're offering the biggest payday or the highest um, site fee. You know what I mean? Nah, man. Not all money is good money. I'm sorry, and Andy Ruiz better not go over there. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. Don't do it, Mo. They trying to set you up. Hashtag it's a setup. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But let me try to find some more quotes, man. Okay, I got some words from Lennox Lewis flaming up Joshua after Joshua tried to. My bad, y'all, man. My joint be bugging, man. All right, let me read you some quotes. Let me get back there to where I'd left off. You know what I mean? I was gonna read some quotes from the man Lennox Lewis. Lennox said, "Quote: Wow, he's right. We are cut from a different cloth. Undisputed wasn't something I worried about. It was something I went after until it was accomplished." Disappointed in AJ's words, but I understand that this jealousy narrative was only fabricated after I criticized them for negotiations. All of us with Wilder. All of a sudden, I'm a hater. Truth and rights. End quote. That's the words from the man Lennox Lewis, you know what I mean? First of all, AJ said, what's good, Chris M? What's happening, man? Dan the man, set shop, big ups to everybody in the chat, you heard? Um, the is responding to this man Anthony Joshua saying that undisputed stuff, it was right in front of me, but it was one of the biggest curses lingering over my head when I was a champion. The fuck out of here, man. Kind of soft, mushy baby food talk is that, man? Like Lennox Lewis said, he ain't have to worry about it. It was something he set out to do, and he went out and accomplished it till he got it done. You know what I mean? So he's absolutely right, man. Before I'd even read Lennox Lewis' quote, I'd already said what he was supposed to say. You damn right. They cut from the different cloth. They're not from the same cloth, man. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua was the one hiding and ducking when he asked for $50 million. When were going to give him $50 million. Now, when they gave him $50 million, he reneged on it. Now the Anthony Joshua fans say, "Oh, they wanted to have it with Frank Warren on BT Sport. Who gives a fuck?" I thought you Anthony Joshua fans were all about just wanting to see the fight. Doesn't matter what television channel it's on. Absolutely not. It doesn't. That fight could have been made no matter what channel it's on. You know what I mean? But yet they want to criticize the man Deontay Wilder for not signing a multi-fight deal to fight on the zone. You know, look, man, these Anthony Joshua fans, I could see right through them. I could see right through them. You know why they blaming the man Al Heyman? They on Al Heyman's heels all of a sudden. You know why they hate Al Heyman all of a sudden? Sounding like PP and Sean Newton and Thunderdome and all them racist crackers that used to be hating on the black man Al Heyman. You know why they do that, right? Now there's black dudes who are involved in that shit, who hating on them. You know what I mean? These people, I'm not even gonna call them what I think about them. I'm gonna keep that to myself. You know what I mean? Because what I think about them is neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make or break me or them. It's just my opinion, and I'm gonna keep that to myself. You know what I mean? But the reason they on Al Heyman heels all of a sudden is because they probably went back and listened to their videos and heard themselves blaming Deontay Wilder for Anthony Joshua getting knocked out and beat up by Andy Ruiz. They probably went back and heard themselves on their videos where they blaming Deontay Wilder for Dillian White testing positive for two banned substances. His second time getting caught, a predicate offender. You know what I mean? Like a serial rapist, he committed it once, he does it again. That's a serial rapist. That's a serial repeat offender. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying the man Dillian White is a rapist. I'm just talking about the magnitude of his crime. You know what I mean? Because his crime is a crime that could actually kill and hurt somebody. You know what I mean? They probably listened to their videos and heard themselves sounding stupid, hating. I'm sorry, blaming Deontay Wilder for the Anthony Joshua loss and Dylan White popping dirty for steroids. Then they probably said, you know what? I really probably can't be blaming Wilder because I'm gonna blame Al Heyman now. Al Heyman, you gonna get that work. They're always trying to find somebody to blame. You know what I mean? You check it. So the man Lennox Lewis was critical on the man Anthony Joshua for bad negotiation tactics. The same thing that Dillian White was talking about. If I beat Anthony Joshua, I'm not trying to go through this bullshit that Andy Ruiz is going through. Now Andy Ruiz is going through that. You know what I'm saying? Dillian White was talking about if he beats Anthony Joshua, if they do fight, if it comes to the rematch, he calls the shots. I'm sorry, Anthony Joshua and Matchroom weren't trying to concede to those demands that the man Dillian White wanted. Dillian White passed on the fight. Look at this man, Andy Ruiz now. They're trying to pigeonhole the man, act like he has no say and has no leverage in negotiations in the negotiation room with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom. You know what I mean? That's the same thing Dillian White wasn't trying to go to. Andy Ruiz said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna beat him. When I get them belts, so be it. We just gonna have to do what we do, whether it's litigation, whatever." You know what I mean? Chris M says, "Yeah, B Marsh, ain't no need to drop yourself to their level." No, I don't gotta do that. I don't gotta do that because I'm pretty sure you know, they look themselves in the mirror every day. You know what I mean? They might come here on YouTube in front like they big, bad, and bold. You know what I mean? But when they look in the mirror every day, all they see is probably, I'm just gonna keep that to myself. You know what I mean? But just look in the mirror every day. You know what I mean? When you come here on this boxing shit trying to blame Deontay Wilder for these British boxers' transgressions, yeah, you sounded stupid enough, and that shit ain't gonna go on for too long. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Look, man, the first 3 weeks after Anthony Joshua was beat, man, these Deontay Wilder hater channels, I'm trying to tell you, man, they humbled themselves. They humbled themselves. They was actually giving Deontay Wilder credit for stuff he's done in his career. Because, they couldn't sleep for 3 to 4 weeks after that Anthony Joshua loss, you know what I mean? There was a trouble, they were troubled, you know what I'm saying? There was in their feelings. Yeah, but that couldn't wouldn't last for too long, you know what I'm saying? That couldn't last for too long, you know? You know what I'm saying? Not only did the ring humble Anthony Joshua, you know what I'm saying? They themselves couldn't be humble for too long, you know what I mean? They couldn't take eating that humble pie for 3 weeks straight, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to eat the same damn thing for 3 weeks straight. Fuck, even let alone 3 days straight. I'm not eating no damn leftovers for 3 days straight. I'm gonna have to fix me a different kind of meal. I'm gonna go get me something to eat. So they after 3 weeks, that Deontay Wilder bashing started, and that's when they was trying to blame him for the Wilder for Anthony the Anthony Joshua loss. You know what I mean? Then they tried to blame it for Dillian White testing positive. Man, y'all gonna be silenced forever, sooner than later. You know what I mean? Especially when Andy Ruiz beats a man Anthony Joshua in the rematch. You know what I'm saying? If that so does happen, which I believe will, you know what I mean? I gotta go with the man Andy Ruiz. He showed he's a much better fighter in the first fight they fought. That wasn't no fluke thing. You don't fuck around and have a fluke. Look, Simon Brown, he knocked out Terry Norris with one punch. They did a rematch. You could see that was a fluke. I'm not gonna call it a lucky punch. It was Simon Brown's patented signature left hook. But at the end of the day, Terry Norris was the better fighter. He was fighting at his natural weight class. And in the rematch, he made easy work of Simon Brown, you know what I'm saying? Just like Lennox Lewis versus Seam Rockman. Lennox Lewis playing around, he got caught with the right hand. When he had his hands down, he was clowning and playing with the man, Lennox Lewis. I'm sorry, Hasim Rahman. Shout out to Baltimore. Big ups to the 410. You heard? What happened in the rematch, man? It was a whole different story. It was actually the reverse. This man, Lennox, that was one of the best heavyweight knockouts you'll ever see. Lennox Lewis flatlining and laying the man Lennox Hasim Rahman in his USA trunks, splattered all over the canvas with his nose leaking like a faucet. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about, man. You check it. That's what it's all about. And Andy Ruiz is gonna humble these Anthony Joshua fans yet again. And maybe Anthony Joshua should just ride off into the sunset. You know what I'm saying? Just ride off into the sunset like Joe Lipsy. Joe Lipsy lost to B-Hop. We never heard of him again. You know what I mean? That's exactly what Anthony Joshua will do when Andy Ruiz beats his ass Mexican style yet again. Chris M in the chat says, "Yeah, B-Mo. If Ruiz wins, they're gonna be on the white train and they're gonna abandon him and jump to who? The boy. First, they'll ride Tyson Fury nuts. That's what they're gonna do. They act like they hate him for now, but they Union Jack pride. You know what I'm saying? White, black, Bangladeshi, Pakistani, whatever kind of nationality or wherever they from, as long as they British, they're gonna ride with their British guy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna ride with Tyson Fury next. You know what I'm saying? Till Tyson Fury gets his ass beat by the man Deontay Wilder. Then yeah, they'll probably ride on Daniel Dubois. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably jump on that wave. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. But Anthony Joshua calling this guy a clown, I think that's disrespectful, man. You know what I'm saying? That's disrespectful. You see, Deontay Wilder, he ain't never called Mike Tyson a clown. Mike Tyson was the first one who was critical about Lennox Lewis. I'm sorry, Deontay Wilder. I guess Deontay Wilder had heard enough about it, so he kind of was trying to go in on Mike Tyson's career and resume and legacy as far as who he beat, why he lose all his big step up fights, which is the absolute truth. You know what I'm saying? I watched Mike Tyson as a kid. I knew boxing before I'd even heard of Mike Tyson. I was watching Camacho, Ray Leonard, Duran, and these type of guys before I'd even heard of a Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? As a little kid. You know what I mean? And I love Mike Tyson, man. Every time I see Mike Tyson, man, I'm like, damn, Mike Tyson is a fucking legend, man. Not even from boxing shit, man. Just him, just who he is, man. Where he came from, the people he knows. You know what I'm saying? Just the people he's rubbed shoulders with. You know what I mean? It's a fucking American icon. But Deontay Wilder ain't never disrespect him by calling him a clown. You know what I mean? He ain't do that. He ain't go that far. So Lennox Lewis, man, since you hate the man, you think the man is jealous? That man has absolutely will never can never be jealous of the man, Anthony Joshua. Lennox Lewis he don't seem like the jealous type. How could he be jealous when he conquered America's giants in arguably the second greatest era in heavyweight boxing, the 90s? How is that possible? The man beat every man in front of him. Every single man who stepped in front of him, he beat. Just because he wasn't shown love in England, probably wasn't getting shown love here in the United States during his reign. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't a Lennox Lewis fan. You know what I mean? I wasn't. There was a few things I did like about him, but when it came to him versus Evander Holyfield or Tyson, I'm going to root for Tyson or Holyfield. You know what I mean? You check it. Chris M is asking, B Marsh, are you there on Facebook in these boxing groups? Nah, I ain't on Facebook. Uh, Chris M says he ain't Bo, uh, he ain't beat Bo. Yeah, well, he never fought Bo because Riddick Bowe was the one ducking Lennox Lewis. They weren't trying to give him a fair share of the lion's share of the purse. They weren't trying to give him a fair shake as far as negotiations, and the man tossed away the belt rather than fight the man Lennox Lewis. You know what I'm saying? Chris M said, that's right, they say UK love Frank Bruno. They obviously did, you know what I'm saying? They did love Frank Bruno. Frank Bruno challenged for the heavyweight title how many times? Man lost every single time except when he beat Oliver McCall. I'm not an Uncle Tom. I'm not an Uncle Tom. That shit was funny at the end when he beat the man. That fight was a with Oliver McCall, man. That fight was a fucking hug fest, man. That fight was a hug fest. You know what I'm saying? Who did he beat? He lost to Tim Witherspoon. He lost to Mike Tyson twice. That's what, three times. Uh, and then he lost to Oliver McCall. So he beat Oliver McCall. You know what I mean? So all those times he lost, but they still loved him, which is all well and fine. I got nothing against Frank Bruno. I mean, that was a British heavyweight champ. They was riding for their champ. No doubt about it. But he couldn't hold the man. Couldn't hold the man Lennox Lewis jockstrap. Let's be real. They fought once. Good fight. Yeah, till the seventh round where the man Lennox Lewis was beating that man's ass. Okay, I'm saying uppercutting him to death, straight right hands, had the man on the ropes. The man's punch resistance was non-existent. You know what I mean? Lennox was measuring him up with the jab. He punished the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? Chris M says Oliver McCall chin is legendary, no doubt about it. You know what I mean? He got an iron cast jaw. Him and Muhammad Ali probably got the greatest chins of all time in the heavyweight division. I'd probably give them two the greatest chins of all time, no doubt about it. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna give uh, 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 Lennox Lewis might have had a shaky jaw too, but he overcame that, especially when he got with Emmanuel Stewart. He overcame that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got knocked out with Emmanuel Stewart, but he got his belts back. You know what I mean? Um, Anthony Joshua, he ain't got no iron cast chin. Deontay Wilder got a way better chin than him. I've seen this guy, Anthony Joshua, on the canvas numerous times. I've seen him hurt by Povetkin, uh, Tarkham. Brazil busted his nose up. I seen Povetkin busting his nose up and wobble him. I seen Anthony Joshua on his back, yeah, on his back from Vladimir Klitschko. It's just Vladimir Klitschko ain't got no killer instinct. He ain't finish it, which he coulda, shoulda, but never did. I seen him on all fours on his back, getting dropped with a jab by Andy Ruiz. So what makes me think Andy Ruiz can't do it again? What makes me think Deontay Wilder ain't gonna punch through this guy, Anthony Joshua? I seen a one video, man. See, people be triggered by this Anthony Joshua. They think this guy's immortal or something. I seen one video, man. The guy was in Nigeria about a month ago. I wrote in the comment section, how comes Anthony Joshua ain't never come to Nigeria when he had all the straps? When he was a champion. Why he come to Nigeria now when he ain't got no straps? Simple question. It ain't disrespectful, is it? It's a simple question. Why he never came to Nigeria when he was a champion? I never see no videos of him in Nigeria when he was a champ. People were all triggered by that question, all in their feelings. Oh, he's on native. I was like, man, shut the fuck up, man. You ain't gonna come disrespect me when I asked a simple question, you know what I mean? Anthony Joshua, man, he's the real clown, not Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis is a top five greatest heavyweight of all time. Of all time. Put Lennox Lewis in there with Anthony Joshua. I predict a second round KO. Straight up and down. Stiff jab, straight right hand behind it. Vicious uppercuts. Yeah. That's what I see, man. You're gonna tap that jaw, hit that temple, and the big doss ain't gonna be able to get up. All of Chris M says George Chavallo up there too. Yeah, George Chavallo from Canada had a good chin as well. You know what I mean? No doubt about it. Yes, indeed. So Lennox Lewis, you heard my responses. I read you some quotes from the man. Now, um, I also read quotes from the man Anthony Joshua. Now it's up to you to decide who's the clown, who's the hater, who's really jealous. Lennox Lewis ain't got nothing to be jealous about a guy getting beat up by a Teletubby. I'm trying to tell you that right now. That was embarrassing. Straight up and down. Chris M in the chat asks, who are your top five heavyweights? Chris M, I would tell you who my top five heavyweights are, but I have a video on that right here on my YouTube channel, man. If you kindly would like to know, please watch that video, you know what I mean? It's called Top 5 Dead or Alive. It's in my YouTube playlist. Go to my playlist here on YouTube and check out my top 5, and just go to on my playlist, go to Top 5 Dead or Alive. That's where I rank from every division, even though I'm not done, but every division, who the best top 5 greatest fighters in that division of all time are. And of course, I start with the heavyweights. I'm working my way down from heavyweight to strawweight. You know what I mean? Top 5 Dead or Alive. Check that shit out in my playlist. You heard? But yes, indeed. B Marsh Boxing about to seal the deal on this video. Big ups to everybody who came through in the chat. Dan the man, Chris M, Set Shot. Shout outs to everybody. Lennox Lewis, keep putting that pressure on that big Dawson. That big Dawson from Watford, Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? Anthony Joshua ain't showing the legends respect. So why should I show him respect? I'm gonna call him a Dawson. You know what I mean? I like that word. Chris M says, are you doing a controversial decision vid soon? I'm going to do controversial decisions. I'm going to probably even do today. I might do top 5 Dead or Alive. I might do fights we didn't get to see. I'm going to do something today. I'm going to do something today. Definitely going to do something with the old school. The last controversial decisions I did was Pernell Whitaker versus Oscar De La Hoya. So I think it's due for a new one sooner than later. Be Marsh Boxing. Shout outs to everybody. And I'm gonna catch you on the next vid. Peace.